Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do? Stop playing. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it, play. Exactly. Cause you ain't built like that.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe with a cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just gotta say, like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta say, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. when it's time to scramble. Nick.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
12 at the 23-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's third down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke rat. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
At the 46-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jacobs. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, Teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They'll run it with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time.
And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
6-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the option. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Cowboys.
Carry, it's Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the ground, it's Cook. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Cook following the penalty. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
42-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Play to Kenyon Drake. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
shotgun now for Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. They'll set up the screen to Drake. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Carr again. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd down and goal. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Brings their line to kick off for Dallas.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Foster Moreau, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Schwab, there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Well, for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how true.
And the Raiders have got him. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Cowboys 6.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
23 yards the pickup there from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's, and look at this, it's a fake, and this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. It's a loss of 2. Brings up.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal.
And he'll try and throw here in the fake. Catch made. It's Moreau. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. They seemingly just